If you've never experienced a sound bath, you might not understand why these students look so relaxed. R&B singer and songwriter Omarion visited Dillard University in New Orleans during the Unbothered HBCU tour to discuss healing, meditation, and the power of choosing joy. I sat down with the star to learn more about his unbotheredness. Okay. So hello everybody, my name is Danielle Miller. I am the communication specialist here at Dillard University, and I'm with none other than Omarion. So he paid us a visit today at Dillard, teaching us about healing and settling our minds and our spirit to be able to respond to things in life instead of just react. So Omarion, how are you doing today?
Excellent. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for meeting with us today. So you spoke a lot about everything that, led you to this point, but was there anything in particular that made you feel like, okay, I need to calm myself down. I can't keep responding to life like this?
Yeah, there's so many situations that I could think of. It was like I got 10 thoughts at once. But particularly when my children were born. I was a young dad. I was just turning 30, and I was really thinking about, what is parenthood about? What will it be for me? Not just being present in my children's life, but what will be the things that I impart to them? And it hasn't always been easy. My family structure. There's been some challenging moments. And those moments really push me towards understanding the power of choosing joy, because, it sounds good, but it's very difficult when you're going through things that are frustrating to you. So my kids, actually, becoming a father, having kids, they actually pushed me into being unbothered, or as I say, they turned up my unbothered, because being emotionally sound, it really benefits your life, especially when we're talking about relationships. So my kids really pushed me into being sound in my emotions and being thoughtful in my decisions.
So they pretty much are learning at a young age how to channel that inner being so that they can relax themselves.
Yeah, because kids is mean these days. Kids will try to bully. I'll be like, son, be unbothered. He'll be like, got you, Dad.
Yes, that's good. That's really good. So overall, I saw when you were up there and I was watching you, I noticed that your body would kind of jerk. Is that a part of the meditation process, or is that?
Well, like Nicole was saying, certain frequencies speak to certain chakras. And, I'm a natural movement person. So, I kind of, and unlike, maybe some people that have not meditated, it's a surrendering process. So for me, certain sounds make my body move naturally. So yeah, it's more of a natural thing that just occurs during the sound bath. Was that your first time seeing a sound bath?
Yes, it was.
Okay, but did you feel anything in your body with certain sound?
I think I started kind of yawning and switching my body weight from side to side because I wasn't sitting down, I was standing up. So I kind of couldn't relax like I wanted to, because I probably just blacked out if I would have just, let myself go into it. But I can kind of see around me, everybody was just laying back. At first they were sitting down legs folded, but then everybody just went to a laying position. So
especially when we're walking into new experiences, we're tense. We don't know what to expect. We're standing up, But when you allow yourself to surrender to, the healing frequencies, your body does exactly what it's supposed to do, and that's heal itself. And, just as I was speaking earlier, particularly about the crisis of mental, health, and how we're always moving, we're always on social media, we're always thinking about all of these outer things.
Yes.
And, the sound bath really lends to you to listen to your own body, and that's essentially is what's happening in there. I would suggest that, when it's time for you to go to sleep, because you definitely seem like a busy bee.
I am.
Yeah, when you go to sleep, I would suggest that you turn on some theta waves. There are multiple frequencies that allow you to relax, and theta waves is one of the ones that I use. before I go to sleep that actually allow me to get into a deeper sleep. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm not automatically reaching for my phone. I'm not automatically just, waking up to do stuff. It's like, no, I'm sitting with myself. I'm like, you know what? Hold up. I'm setting intentions. I'm like, all right, today I'm gonna have a good day.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's power in that. So that's essentially what I'm sharing with everyone.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Now, my next question. I feel like I haven't really seen any of the celebrities kind of like take mental health to this extreme where like you wrote the book. That's the first good thing.
Yeah.
But to actually put together this experience to show like college age students, like why do you think you are so passionate about that? And what impact are you thinking it will have on the future?
Yeah, so to answer the first part, for me, my purpose, here is to share, all of my experiences. I've developed a early relationship with my fans and with, extended family is really essentially what I call it because, my life has been, observed in a type of way. So it is actually within my purpose to share. So, that's what continues to motivate me, continues to help me transform, because a lot of the time people think that, you're only here to do one thing. And for me, I realized that my purpose is to share. So, going through these experiences and being able to be motivated by my life to write and to share because, I know a lot of people are going through a lot of the same things.
Yeah.
So that's what's continued to motivate me to transform and try new things as an artist. So far often, artists are only doing one thing. And, they might be speaking about mental health, but they're not actually doing something to help offset it and to give people, some tools to maybe help themselves. So my whole thing is action. My whole thing is being, a man of my word. And also being someone that shows up in those spaces to help people heal. Because this process also is helping me heal, through my experiences. And, that's the beautiful thing about life. You get what you put out there. And, that's been, pretty much, my motivation in continuing as an artist to lend more, than just my music and just me entertaining you and making you happy or making you smile or remember a memory because of my songs. Being able to show up and do this work is actually really truly powerful.
That's good. That's good. Now, the fact that you chose to do this at HBCUs is really powerful. Michelle had shared the stats with me about the disproportionate number of African American and kids that this is affecting. And I'm sure like across every city that you go to, it seems like the, people that's committing the crimes are getting kind of younger, what I'm saying? So just a call to action to everyone. What would you urge everyone to do to just check yourself at the door and get your brain right?
Yeah, I would definitely, reference, Unbothered, The Power of Choosing Joy. And if you're not like essentially into reading, then, you can download it on Audible. But words, they say the power of life and death is in the tongue. So you wanna, and you ought to be, motivating yourself. You ought to be empowering yourself. And when we have challenging moments, things like breath work, things like meditation can definitely help you. So, my call to action is to get into yourself, get into, why you feel the way that you feel about things, get into your history, get into your lineage, get into, because we all have disadvantages, get into that, shift that, change that for yourself, change that for your community. Because no one else is going to do it for us.
Right.
And essentially, this is my response to, all of the mental illness out there. Just take a beat. That's where I would say start. Take a beat, read a book, feed your brain. Build some practices that allow you to be strong in this life and understand that things will arise and it's up to you to be able to create the experience that you want. It's no one else's responsibility. So yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys, that's it for us.
Choose joy.
Yay! Thank you for taking the time to watch my interview. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.